This Diwali is more special for Kriti Kharbanda as she has delivered a stellar act in Tesh and celebrating Diwali with us is Kriti joining us for a fun conversation. So happy Diwali, Kriti.
Happy
After the
Diwali.
so while growing up, how has Diwali been? Like, what was Diwali ka mahal and tyohar for you guys?
Diwali has been so I'm from Bangalore, but originally from Delhi. So I've had the best of both worlds. I've had a very typical Punjabi celebration in the household, but my mom used to, draw rangoli and do a few South Indian traditions as well because that had become a very big part of our lives because our neighbors were all South Indians. एंड दे मेड अस फील एक्सट्रीमली इंक्लूडेड तो हम लोग पंजाबी मिठाइयाँ बनाते थे वो साउथ इंडियन मिठाइयाँ बनाते थे एंड देयर वुड बी दिस ब्यूटीफुल एक्सचेंज कि हम लोग उनके यहाँ छोले पूरी भेज रहे हैं वो हमारे यहाँ इडली डोसा भेज रहे हैं which I used to love. I still remember my neighbor Malika auntie used to have a chef by the name of R Mugam who taught my mother how to make idlis.
Absolutely.
So I remember, this constant tradition of them sending us gajiyas and things that were completely South Indian in nature. And they would call mama and be like, both the kids, Arun and Tyagu, they wanted to eat North Indian food and पूरी छोले उधर जाते थे. लेकिन शाम को सब लोग नीचे बैठकर अपने दिए भी जब पूरी बिल्डिंग में दिए जलते थे. It was a 6-story, so everyone knew everybody. It was a smaller building, a smaller complex. So we used to have this tulsi plant downstairs, which everyone used to gather around. And oh my God, it's just making me so nostalgic even thinking about it. I still remember when we were kids and we used to get yelled at a lot during Diwali. तो हम लोगों ने एक बार मेरे को याद है एक लड़ी खरीदी थी, which was 10,000 की लड़ी या 50,000 वाली लड़ी जो बड़ी आती है, like with 50,000 वो है जो भी लड़ी basically. And everyone all the adults had gone to bed or they were sitting upstairs and playing cards and they said आप लोग पटाखे जला लो. And the kids decided to be naughty and we took it out on the road. And from one end of the road till the other, we started bajawing it. The watchman went berserk because there were cars and bikes all over. I remember that was the worst Diwali because my mother almost slapped me that day saying, "Pagal ho gaye ho kya? Safety nahi pata." But that was also the last Diwali that we blew patakas because I think I reached an age where my mom could explain to me why it is not good to burst crackers. Like,
True.
when you're younger,
Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. And your friends are doing it, so your parents are like, ठीक है कर लो. But then you reach an age where your parents realize कि नहीं अब mature हो गए हैं, इतना तो समझ ही लेंगे why it's bad for your environment and why you shouldn't be indulging in this.
Absolutely.
But I realized that at a very young age.
What is your fondest memory attached to Diwali?
I think my fondest memory would have to be I was 14, again living in the same building, and I made my first. So no. I was 17 living in the house that we're staying in now, and it was our first Diwali in this house, and it's the first time my father bought a house. And I made my first ever rangoli, and it was really ugly. But my parents were so kind, and they were like, "Kitni sundar hai." And I think for me that the first time I felt like this is home. And I remember going up on the terrace and lighting these beautiful diyas and putting lights up all over the place on the terrace, and neighbors coming in and having a good time. And I love playing cards, so the whole family would sit together and play with Monopoly money, because my parents didn't want to promote gambling in the amongst the kids and all. For me, I think that the first Diwali I had in the home I live in today, like where my parents stay, and just that the whole the environment, just having the first feeling of living in your own home.
Absolutely.
And parents के लिए एक बहुत बड़ी achievement होती है ये कि उन्होंने अपने बच्चों के लिए घर खरीदा है and they are secure. As mature as that sounds, I saw this at a very young age, and I saw my parents struggle through a certain life, and this meant a lot to them and it meant a lot to me, and I think that's my fondest Diwali, and nothing can ever replace that.
कृति, दिवाली का मतलब बहुत सारा खाना भी होता है, what are the things that you gorge on during Diwali, and what are the things you miss gorging on right now because of your profession?
Everything. Like I love jalebis. दिवाली वाले दिन हम लोग कढ़ाई चढ़ाते हैं, हम लोग रोटियां नहीं बनाते, तो that's a ritual that आप कढ़ाई चढ़ाओगे, आप चावल बनाओगे. So the day used to start with छोले भटूरे, followed by पकोड़ा, प्याज के पकोड़े, तीखी चटनी, ब्रेड को सेक कर साथ में खाओ, एंड देन रात को चावल, और उसके साथ आपको जो भी खाना है, लाइक राजमा खानी है, छोले खाने हैं दोबारा, वो भी आपकी मर्जी है. And these are things that my mom used to make, and like make in quantity. मतलब मैं बता भी नहीं सकती. I think I can make almost everything that she cooks. I just won't make it as well as her. But I make good chole. I do make good chole. I don't know about bhatura. I have tried it once. It was nice, but it wasn't as nice as mama's. But edible and tasty. But this Diwali तो अब क्या ही बोलूं, अब तो shoot कर रही हूँ. But I will try and at least make rajma chawal, if not anything else, just to feel like I'm at home. And of course, we will do our pujas on Zoom and video calls. But that is something I've always enjoyed. I love doing Diwali ki puja. It makes me feel closer to home.
All this while during the lockdown, you had an immense support in system in Pulkit, and Pulkit had an immense support system in you. Now that I get to know that you guys are not even together on Diwali because you guys are shooting, and he's in Delhi. So how are you, like, how is it difficult that way to not spend Diwali at least with somebody you really love and you really are close to when you're away from family, especially?
No, I mean, I miss him, of course. I miss him, and I would be happy if he was around me or if I was around him. But the honest truth is, I've been living alone for 10 years now. I've been traveling for work, for other things. Started work when I was 17 or 18. I have learned how to. I think I'm very independent that way. Like, I will not miss him on an occasion. I just miss him. I don't need an occasion to miss him. And like I said, video call Zindabad. He doesn't have to be physically present with me to make me feel special and to make me feel happy. He just does it anyway. Pulkit is the kind of guy who doesn't work on occasion. He works on his relationship every day, and I'm very proud of him.
But more power to you, more love to you.